In today's lesson, we'll add a little more to Up and Down Man so that he becomes Up and Down and Right Man. And then we're going to get it to continue like we did with Back and Forth and Down and Back Up Man. So I'm going to first take Up and Down Man and we'll modify Up and Down Man. So I'm going to use, I'm going to create another subclass of actor, and I'm going to call him Up and Down and Right Man. And I'm going to give him the same image that we use for Up and Down Man. So I'll use the orange guy, and we'll click OK. And there he is. And then I'm going to go up to Up and Down Man. I'm going to open it up. I'll copy the code we have there. This is the code for moving up and down. And this is the code that belongs in the act routine. And I'll copy that. We'll close that. We'll open this. And we'll paste that code in here. And then we'll compile it. It already says no syntax errors, so it's good to go. And let's take a look at what Up and Down Man does. We'll create one object. We'll see what he looks like. So if you remember, the first thing we had to do was turn the Up and Down Man, because anytime you place an actor on the screen, he always faces right to begin with. So this works, but we want to get him to move to the right, and then after we get it to move to the right and he gets there, we're going to have him move back. So let's pause this and reset it. And let's open the editor. And what we want to do is, after we, while we're moving up and down, let's just quickly go over this. These first two lines of code we did to, not counting the move 15, just the first two lines of code, we did those in order to turn the actor 90 degrees so he would move down first. And then here's where we're taking care of turning and moving in these last two if statements. So if we get the y value to be greater than the height, that means we've reached the bottom. We turn 180 and we'll start going back up. If the y value becomes less than 0, we'll turn again 180 and we'll go back down. So what we did to get it to move to the right, same as we did when we were doing the back and forth man, is we're going to break the turn 180 to turn 90, move, then turn 90 again. So the first one, I'm going to change this to turning 90, and then we'll move, and we did move 50, seemed to work nicely, and then we will turn 90 again. And that takes care of, if we get to the point where y value is greater than the height of the world, we turn right, we move 50, and we turn right again, and now we head back up. Okay. Now if we're coming down, it seems like we should turn left, I think. So let's make this guy negative 90. I think we want to turn left. And then this one we'll copy it, well, and let's put that in a block. So there's our block of code. So we were, prior to this, we were turning 180 if we hit the bottom and go straight back up. Now we're turning 90 or minus 90. We're moving 50, turning minus 90 again. And we're going to do that exact same code. Well, almost exactly the same. We'll copy that. And we'll do almost exactly the same code in this position here if we get to the zero, get to the top. So we want to do this if, in fact, and we wanted an open bracket here, and we want another. There we go. So we want to do this if we get to zero as well at the top. And at the top, we would want to turn, if we're going to be moving to the right, we would want to turn 90 instead of negative 90. And let's see. So for some reason, it's not liking any of this. This guy matches with that guy. This, oh, because act ends here. So let's see what our problem is. We turn 90 and we move. I don't think we want to end the act routine yet. We want to end the act routine down here. And let's compile this. We're probably missing a bracket at the end. And so this is the end here. This is the end of the act routine. This should be the end of. Maybe it's. So let's end this and one more, and now we're good. So this is the end of act. This is the end of the class itself. Let's close this and see what happens if we try and run up and down and move to the right man. So let's make one. Let's put him on here. And let's run it. So he's going to move up and down, but when he gets to the top, he seems to get stuck. So a couple things we needed to modify that I didn't change. Okay, so let's pause him. Let's reset. And so at the bottom that seemed to work, but it's at the top that it didn't seem to work. So here we have get y, and we want to do get y minus 10. And to see if that's less than 0, because this will always be true, less than 0 when we're up at the top. And so let's just talk about that again. So we're checking to see if the y value minus 10 is less than 0. That means we're at the top, and we have that here already, so I don't know why I have that redundant from the redundancy department of redundancy. So let's just cut this out of here. When I copied it too much from above, and we had more than we wanted. So if we get to the top, we're going to turn 90, move 50, turn 90 now. And that moves us to the right along the way. So let's compile this again. We must have one too many brackets. There we go. Compile this again. And let's try one more time. And there we go. And he's moving to the right, and he's going to get stuck on the right side. So perfect. That's our lesson for moving to the right. And let me pause this. And we'll end the lesson, and I'll do another lesson on moving, when we get to the right, heading back to the left. And let's stop that.